Hello and happy new day. I've been spending the last few days telling you all about how important it is to stay positive and to deal with negative thoughts. So I decided I was going to change the focus. As you know, I love working with tarot cards, and I had an interesting call earlier today from a client who's really cooped up at home and his kids are driving him crazy. So he said, I don't know what to do with my kids. So I thought that's probably an issue that a lot of people are dealing with. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and ask the cards if they can give us some insight about how we can deal with family members who are finding it difficult to stay cooped up in one place. So let me shuffle the cards. I'll shuffle them 3 times. 2, 3, and then I'm going to cut the cards into 3 packs. 1, 2, 3. And if you've had readings with me before, that's exactly what I ask you to. Now, unfortunately, somebody has to choose a pack of cards. So I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to put my hand over these cards and see which one feels like it wants to give us some insight today. It's the middle pack here. So here we go. And card number 1. It's the 10 of Wands. Now, when it's and it's the right side up, you can see it's somebody who's carrying a whole lot of burdens. This is the card that speaks about burdens and who's having to carry everything. And when the card comes reversed like this, it's a very interesting card to have because it says you don't have to take full responsibility for everybody's happiness. Yes, you can suggest people be positive, but we're in a situation where we all need to be cooperative. And the kids also need to make an effort to help make life a little more peaceful in the home as well. So that's the first card, 10 of Wands reversed. The second card is the Knight of Swords. Now, he's a very interesting card. As you can see, he's on his horse and he's got the sword, the power of his intellect, and, I can't see that, the armor, which protects him against negative thoughts and feelings and other people's words. So whenever he comes along, he says, let's just be logical. What are the things we can do and what are the things we can't do? So the Knight of Swords is the card that suggests that this is a good approach to take. Let's be logical and obvious. So kids are being difficult. You don't know what to do with them. Stop and look at the situation and see what you can do and what your kids can do. Does that make sense? There we go. And the third card is the Star card. Now, this is the card of healing. So whenever the Star comes along, she always brings hope for things to get better. So I'm going to suggest you look at your situation from, oopsie daisy, sorry about this. I tried to make a stand for the cards, but it really didn't work. Something's wrong here. There we go. Okay, so the 10 of Wands says, right, it's not everybody's business, but somebody has to do something. So the Knight of Swords suggests that you look at it objectively and see what can be done. And then the Star card is the card that says, what can we all do together? Because it's the card, this card symbolizes Aquarius, and Aquarius is a sign of humanity or groups. So how can this little group work together to make things better? So perhaps if you are having your kids bouncing off the walls and driving you crazy, perhaps you could sit them down and say, well, how can we all make sure that life is more comfortable today? And then, it's also very important for you as a parent to actually listen to what the kids say. Sometimes kids know what they need. They might be a bit unreasonable. You might think, this isn't going to work. But pay them the respect of listening to their feelings, listen to their suggestions, and then see how you can negotiate and what you can do. I guarantee you're going to find that things come back into balance quite effectively. So that's a really cool a cool reading to have here, and I really hope it's going to help you. But what I really want to tell you about is that for the next couple of weeks, in fact, as long as the lockdown is on, I want to do 2 or 3, a few little mini readings for people every day in the videos that I do. So if you'd like to ask the tarot cards or the crystals or the dice or the playing cards some kind of advice, then from tomorrow or from today, send in just one question. I'm not going to take a very deep question because, of course, we don't have time to do much. So send in a question that you don't mind being public. You don't want to say, I don't trust my boyfriend, is he cheating on me? You don't want that to be out there. So keep your question as impersonal as possible. Try and phrase it in a way that whatever answer I give you, it's not going to embarrass you in front of hundreds of people, and it's not going to put you in jeopardy that you're talking about something that maybe other people aren't talking about. Does that make sense? So from tomorrow or from today, you can either email me, my address is below, or put your question in the comments below if you're seeing this on Facebook. And then I'm going to select a couple of questions and I'm going to answer them, and I'll try and take them bit by bit. Unfortunately, I can only do a few readings at a time. So if your question isn't selected, I'm really sorry, because I know at this point in time, we're all just walking question marks anyway. So I'd love to answer your questions, but for now, this is the best I can do. So let's see how we can bring a little bit of inspiration to 1 or 2 people, and maybe the answers that I give them could help you in your particular situation. So let me know also how you felt this reading. Did it help you in any way with whatever you're dealing with? I'd love to hear your input. So you can even email me or drop a comment in the comment box below. Remember, please, to like, share, and comment on this. I would love to be able to extend this to many more people than what are already on my mailing list. So if you know people that you'd like to recommend to use this, to join in and get these messages, please put them in touch with me. Share my email address, share my Facebook address. I'd love to bring more and more people on board so that we can work really productively and constructively to change the focus. So remember to like, share, and comment below. And I hope you have a happy day.